Hey everyone, in front of you is my new Emerson Micro Commander. I just got my camera back from warranty service, so does a lot better job of taking video and doing close-ups. So I just wanted to do a macro close-up video of the knife, and also wanted to do size comparison so you can get a better idea of the size of the Micro Commander compared to similar knives. But first, let's take a look at a close-up view of the knife. I'm not really going over the specs. This is your standard Emerson 154 cm steel, G10 handles, liner lock, pretty much standard. But I do want to give you a close-up picture of the blade and the knife. Here you go. So, Micro Commander, made in USA. This one was made in 2011, and actually I believe all of them have been made in 2011 because I think this was a new knife for 2011. It's part of their Prestige series. Not really sure why this. I guess this is more prestigious to carry than any other knife, so feel good about that. Has a wave feature, and this one here is number 92. This one uses the opening hole. I guess it's a Spyderco opening oval hole. It works pretty well. And then here's a close-up of the blade. Has their newer finish, pretty nice, stone-washed flat portion of the blade, and then the ground part of the blade is satin finish. You can see a few marks. I've been using it the last week, so probably some tape and food and things like that. Wave feature, and then G10 handles. You can see the lockup. The back side of the blade is plain. Okay, size comparison. First one, a similar size knife. This is the Benchmade Mini Griptilian. This one has the Spyderco opening hole and in the sheep's foot blade. Similar in size. Let's see if I can do a halfway decent job of showing you the size. So handle-wise, the Emerson has that little point at the end, so that extends maybe a 1/4 inch longer than the Griptilian. And then blade size. Let me line these blades up here. Very similar in size. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but the Emerson's slightly longer, maybe 1 or 2 millimeters longer. Essentially, very similar sized knives. Other knife I have, this is the Spyderco Delica. This is a first generation model. I think I've had this since like 97. Haven't had a newer one, so I'm not sure if this how this compares in size, but I'm guessing it's pretty close. But this is one I have, so this is one I'm going to use. Handle-wise, again, and this is even closer. So handle-wise, again, the Emerson, slightly longer. That little tiny tip extends out, but very similar size handles. And blade-wise, again, the Emerson is pretty close, a couple millimeters longer. Now, when you look at a Spyderco, you compare this Spyderco, you compare the sharpened edge, the cutting edge, then there's a big difference. This particular Spyderco has this. It's about it's probably about maybe 3/8 of an inch of unsharpened portion of the blade. So it's this way. It's gosh, almost a 1/2 inch longer. in actual cutting surface. And the last knife I have to compare is just another Emerson, CQC7. Handle-wise, as you would expect, CQC7 is longer, and plus it, just based on the shape, it's more square, so you have more material up here on the corner. But at the point, it's probably 3/8 inch longer. Then the blade length is actually pretty close. Amazingly, the CQC7, just go back to this knife for a sec. One thing about this knife you'll notice is it has the proportions of the handle to the blade are a little bit skewed. The handle is significantly longer than the blade. So when you compare it to the Micro Commander, you'll see that there's not a whole lot of difference between the blade lengths. The CQC7 is probably maybe a quarter inch, maybe a little less than a quarter inch longer. Although I think if you measure the actual recurve, you probably have pretty close to the same amount of cutting surface. Okay, so just wanted to give you an idea of size comparisons. Pretty common knife is the mini grip, so it's pretty close to that. One thing I do really like about this knife is it's a smaller knife, but based on the ergonomics, you can get a really good grip of the knife. It feels like a medium. It feels like a larger knife in the grip. I feel like I'm holding a 3.5 inch knife as opposed to a 3-inch bladed knife. As an example, I used to have a small Sabenza that I sold a few months ago. Again, it had the same 3-inch blade, but I could never get over the handle was just too small. It felt like I was holding a really small knife, and even though I have small to medium-sized hands, I felt like I could never really get a good grip on it. So, going to really like these 3-inch blades that have really nice handles that you can get a good strong grip on. So anyways, there you go. I just wanted to show you again a couple of close-up pictures and comparison shots. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll talk to you guys later.